everyone and welcome back to Casper plays SimCity 4 in the Mykonos region. As you can see, I've did a fair bit of work out here on this village here in the CC tile. Nothing really major. I just expanded the agriculture a bit, and also, this is probably the biggest change, I added this small port here, which may not look perfect. I mean, I'm not perfectly happy with it, but it looks okay for now, I guess. We have like this functional seaport here, which was made by Barbie W. It will automatically grow into a bigger port once we get more industry and more agriculture going, which is great. It has already upgraded like 3 times or something. You can see the agro stage 3. So once we hit maximum capacity of 260, it will upgrade to the next stage. And because I had some space left over, I also added this here, which is supposed to look like like kind of the exit for the sewage that the this little town here generates, so that they just dump it into the ocean. It's not perfect, mostly because the color of the water isn't exactly the same. I think that's because this is an overhanging prop and this is actually a lot, so I guess that's what's causing that. Other than that, I mean, there's a few small changes here and there and some growth. I also added this fire station and also a police station here, which has a bit of an annoying foundation going on. Other than that, well, yeah, the more agriculture, I added this, which is like a curve here. I don't think it was really necessary to add these concrete walls here, but I did it anyway. I think it looks kind of cool this way. And also this here, which is like a small, well, not really a small cow farm thingy. So just a few cows. I'm not sure how realistic it is. I mean, first of all, it's not really big. I mean, it's not small either, but it's not really big. And on the other hand, I haven't seen many cow pens where there's actually trees. Usually it's like barren ground, so that, I guess because the farmers can see their cows from far away or something, I don't know. But yeah, this city has grown quite a bit. Looks good. I also had to upgrade the windmill, not because of the demand, but because it was already getting old. That's a bit of an annoyance with this mod. It actually, when you plug in, these wind farms actually age really quickly, so you have to replace them very, very quickly. What I wanted to do is actually get some kind of a road going first here that goes like this way, so that we can have a connection to the main island. Not that there's anything right there right now, but we can get started on it anyway. It's better to do it now than to do it later, so we can have like some kind of pre-planning going on. I think the best way to go is actually to extend it from this street here and then go around this hill, probably like this, turn around and go through this big forest over this this bridge, well, not natural bridge or whatever, and then, well, once we're here we actually have a lot of choices. I think what I might do is actually go like through here or something. I think that might be a good way to take this, like go here. Actually, what I usually do when I do this kind of stuff is actually use the electricity poles to kind of get a rough sketch of how I want to lay out the road. It's very rough, of course, because these don't have any fractional angles or anything, so... Oh, I thought it crashed there. Let's see, let's get a rough sketch in. Doesn't have to be perfect, of course, we just need to be able to see where we want to go. Of course, we kind of want to have the road kind of winding through the countryside here. Well, not really countryside, it's not really countryside, it's just a big forest. So what do we have here? We could just go straight, but that looks kind of ugly and unrealistic. So let's do like something like this, and then curve around here. Go, and then go, well, maybe like this might be good. Yeah, that looks like a decent way to go. So, and now we start with actually laying down the roads, which it's been a while since I've actually done this, so it might go pretty wrong. Actually, I should probably save here first, so that we don't lose anything in case I mess up. And in case the game crashes as well, of course. So, yeah, so this is great. I mean, I think I showed this in the last video as well. Being able to draw all these far roads is absolutely amazing. I love it. The only thing I miss is actually a road curve that goes like the small road curves. The ones that I will show you the picture. These here, these small ones. I have found no way to actually draw these as drawables. I can only place them as puzzle pieces, which is kind of annoying. Like, where are we? I actually had a problem here. So I had to replace this curve here with like the long curve, which is a bit too gradual for my liking in here, especially in the urban setting. I want urban. And also this here. I mean, I would like to do this with the puzzle piece. Like that. But of course, you don't have the big advantage of using the... Okay, so let's try. So of course, like this works, but the problem is that you don't get any what is this? I can't remember the English word for this. You don't get any kind of pavement or something on the sides, which is something you get when you use the draggable ones, but it doesn't work like this. So oh yeah, I actually got a bit sidetracked there. Sorry. Let's continue. So we have to curve around. We could probably do that like maybe so. Does that work? Yeah, kind of. Nah, that's not actually really what I wanted. Can we do something like this? Yeah, these are really hard to remember. Find them. Yeah, that's it. Oh, come on. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then we need to like curve around here. Oh man, this is not going well. Okay. Well, we could probably like. How can we do this? Not like that. That's for sure. Nope. Okay. If we destroy some trees, that's not too bad. I mean, I can just replant them. Just have to wait till September, and then everything works out. Okay. Well, you know, if all else fails, we can just use use the actual puzzle pieces. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You may hear some noise in the background. I'm very sorry. There's people working on something in the building where I live now, which is actually something I haven't told yet. I actually moved from the small country village that I lived in to Ghent, which is the big city. Which is different. I mean, it's a different way of life, but I actually like it. It's great because I'm studying in college and everything, and being able to just go to classes, get up quite late and go to classes, just like a quarter of an hour beforehand is actually amazing. It's much better than before, where I had to get up like 6 a.m. to get to a class. It's a big improvement. Other than that, I mean, it's a cool apartment. I like living here. Can we please get that curve? Come on, it's not that difficult, is it? I mean, it should be like this, something, right? Is it not? We probably can't actually. Yeah. But this is what we want, right? Yeah, but we want it like one tile further. Or. Okay, wait. Let me figure this out and then get back. Please. Come on. Okay, welcome back. I had to figure this. I didn't really figure it out, so I ended up doing this. So first straighten it out and then have like the big 90-degree turn. It looks decent, I guess. It's a bit strange. I mean, who would ever build this like this? But for now, I think it's okay. Then have a few S-curves here. Another one. And then maybe we can continue here. So one other thing I think is really cool and also kind of inspired me to go back to playing some SimCity is the new City Skyline game, which is being developed by Paradox Interactive. It looks really impressive, I think. Oh, I don't prefer S-curve. It has like everything that we wanted from SimCity 2013, but better, really. It has a really good looking. I think it looks decent. I mean, the way everything works looks quite okay, in my opinion. There are some things that, I mean, I think the thing I think I like about SimCity is actually because of the fact it's not truly 3D. I mean, 3-dimensional. It's actually, what is it? I'm not sure what the technical term for it is. But because it's not actually three-dimensional, you can actually put a lot of detail into. I mean, even these Maxis things are quite detailed. But especially look at these trees. I mean, that won't be possible in City Skylines because it's well filled 3D, three-dimensional, and it's actually what happened to SimCity as well. SimCity 2013. So that's kind of unfortunate. But on the other hand, I mean, a lot of things that they're doing are looking really well, looking really good. They have the nice looking road system, which they appear to have taken almost integrally taken from Cities in Motion, which I think is a great game as well. I think actually the whole game is actually based on Cities in Motion, but I don't have any problems with that because Cities in Motion was a great game and I really enjoyed playing it, so I don't have any problems with that. Looks like they won't have any multiplayer, at least not at release, but that's not really a problem for me personally. I like playing SimCity on my own, so don't really have any problems with that. Other than that, what they do plan on having is actually very extensible modding. I mean, at least they have said that. Then again, I think Maxis as well said that about SimCity 2013, and well, they had modability. I mean, it's not like SimCity 2013 wasn't moddable, but it wasn't really great either. I mean, it was pretty limited because of the multiplayer at first, but then in the end they patched in single player, and then the modability became a little better, I believe. I mean, I haven't played SimCity 2013 so long, so I don't really know exactly. Set another curve here, and then go out. Yeah, sure. This work? No, it's like this, right? I always forget how this works. And then this kind of thing. I think I saw it there for a second. Like this? No, it's not like that. Okay, there we go. And now we actually have to remove the power lines, of course, which will take some time. So they have a good looking game coming up, I believe. I mean, I was pretty hyped about SimCity 2015 as well. But so far, I mean, I've played many of the Paradox Interactive games. I have Cities in Motion 1, I have Cities in Motion 2, and both are pretty good games. Cities in Motion 2 especially has I really played a lot of that game. It runs really well on... But it ran really well on my older computer as well. Oh shit, I should have done that, sorry. These trees, they are... Ah man, I have to get used to that. You can't actually plant them whenever you want. You have to wait until the 1st of September, so let's do that now. Because if you plant them otherwise, their seasonals, yeah, you could see there, their seasonal system doesn't really match up with the other trees. So you have to make sure to plant them on the right date so that things don't get messed up. I think this road... I mean, it's not the best road I ever built, but it works for now, right? Sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure. This is probably a weird spot here. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to have this, like, caved-in area, but... okay. Yeah, this of course won't go away. This way. Come on. Man, I hate how the time sometimes just, like, stops for like a few minutes and then suddenly... So now you have to be, like, really close. Okay, we go to the slower speed and then wait for it. There we go. Okay, so see, everything just turned to fall, and then we can safely plant every other tree that we want, and their seasons will be perfectly synced with the other trees, which is amazing. I mean, I just have to get like used to it to this system, but it works really well once you get used to it. And if you forget, you can just demolish the new trees and then start over in September. This isn't actually that great. I mean, why the hell would you have like this embankment here? That doesn't make sense. Can we smoothen that out a bit, maybe? Can't really. That really doesn't make any sense. Is there any solution to this? Wow, I don't really like to have any to... Yeah, well, that's not really any better, is it? It really isn't. At least it'll look a bit smoother, I believe. Or maybe not. That's the problem with these roads, man. They always want to... Maybe like this. Yeah, that looks decent. At least we don't have the embankment, but then we have these... Oh well. We can add some extra trees here too. There. No one will see it. So we have that going. At least you have like another city connection. Though I don't think anyone will really use it because, of course, the port that we built here, the small port. Yay, ship. The small port that we built here will probably attract all of the truck traffic, at least for now. Yeah, you can see pretty much all the trucks and also some workers are going there. Is anyone using this road? Probably not. Nah, it's way too long. But it'll be good to have like this connection to the region later on when we build other cities and we can actually connect it. Because that's what I really want to achieve in this region, is actually have one big interconnected region, which doesn't have to be like one metropolis, which is kind of what the London Reading region became. It was one big region where it was pretty much one big city, except for the army base, which was kind of separate. But now I want to have like multiple smaller towns and have growth really region based, so we have a lot of small cities which kind of becomes the same as one big city, but not like one big connected metropolis. I want more like many rural communities. Like really, I mean, I want it to feel kind of natural. So we have this small village that grows, and then somewhere else someone settles, and then around that a new village starts to grow and everything. And then eventually, of course, everything goes this. No, okay, it's nothing. In the end, everything starts to get connected. What else? What do we have to do? Is there any problems here? Do we have any problems? Fire. Oh wait, we have 2 fire stations? Wait, what? I don't remember building 2. What is this? Wait, wait. Huh? So we have this one here, and we have this one here. Well, sucks to be you. That's not necessary. I mean, it was costing us a lot of extra money. I didn't notice that we actually had 2. Well, yeah, sure. Such some extra houses. We have a lot of demand too. We should probably zoom some more. Yeah, there's a lot of even some medium industrial demand. Yeah, we don't have a lot of industry really. And probably the port raised the cap limits for industrial development, so that's why we have a lot of demand for it now. We could, in theory, like have some industry here, but that wouldn't really be all that realistic, would it? Unless we have like, we could probably have something like this, like have a road out here with some industrial development around it. Why not? Yeah, that makes sense, kind of. I mean, it's far enough away from the city. Probably not too big of a lot. So we have like these small, what are they? Yeah, kind of industrial areas. Like this maybe? I don't know if any of those are going to grow. Probably not actually. Oh, this one. Okay, don't really want to do historical. At least these will be using these aren't going to grow. There's a lot of demand, but probably nothing big enough for it. Let's see if anything comes up that we want. If nothing comes, I mean, for now we can keep it like this. Industrial development in cities has always been kind of weird. I mean, it always looks kind of ugly if you don't really micromanage it. You always become a lot of these smokestacks and a lot of the same buildings really. Especially when, I mean, now I'm using the Colossus Adon mod, and then the lower stages are really kind of boring. They're really... Everything kind of looks the same. Is this? Oh, this is a new building. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's declare this local. How is it already declared this local? So now we have some industrial demand lifted, and then we should have a lot of. Yeah, we should have a lot of residential demand now. Where would it make most sense to actually build some though? I guess we could have like a small subdivision in here. There's a lot of free space here. Doesn't make sense. I guess. It sounds like with the legalization here. I don't really have a lot of options here. Can we like spur off here? From here? Nope. From here? Nope. From here maybe? Yeah, that works. Okay, sure. How can we do this? Probably something like this, yeah, and then this, and maybe have like a small section over here. Can we really not have anything here? Can I build a... Yeah, that works, okay. Sure. Then we can have more small housing. I mean, all these workers have to live somewhere. I kind of wanted some bigger houses to grow, but I guess it's not gonna happen right now. I guess we can, yeah, we can actually have some houses here. And then this, some more here, and maybe one more here. Yeah, that fills up that area quite nicely. We should probably put it over here too. Yeah, this is okay. I mean, at least this way, you won't get the feeling that some places are unused. These are nice. These are perfect. Okay, so now we have some extra growth in here. Dropping a lot of frames, which is probably because of all the high definition trees. Not sure if you can actually see it. Probably not, because SimCity is a game where frame rate doesn't really matter all that much. I mean, as long as it's not like 1 frame per second, it should be fine. Okay, so what do we have here in terms of warnings? Tree planting project. No thanks. We have a lot of trees. We need education, export contracts. Where are we going to? There are no nearby cities. Sorry, no. No diplomas. Makes sense. Healthcare. We could probably have some healthcare. Depends on. Yeah. Well, the financial situation isn't great, but it's growing. I mean, if we grow some more, we should be able to have some financial. To have our taxes paid. Let's start small though. This costs 400 a month. I wonder if this one goes less. It doesn't really say. These are probably way too. Of course, we have the medical hospice, which is a great looking. Ooh, this is that good. What do we have in terms of positions? We could probably place it on like. Yeah, we could place it here where the old fire station was. That was. Sure, we'll place it here. I think I just got 150 plus 100 for ambulances. That's not too bad. We'll probably do the ambulances though. We have a patient capacity of 1,250, and we have 2,700. Oh, that's bad. No, really bad, really bad. Without water, that's a sin. Yes. Yeah, the usage is pretty bad. Where are the water pump? Here it is. Yeah, can we fund it a little bit more? No, we can fund it a little bit more, I guess. Good. No, we did. 82%. Are we? Is everything watered right now? Sure looks like it. Yeah, okay, we'll keep it like this. We'll probably have to build like another water tower soon. Probably like in the next episode. Okay, so what word? Oh yeah, this. So we have a patient capacity of 1,050, and we have only 200 patients, which is a lot. I mean, that means that one in 10 people living in the city is actually ill. That's pretty bad. Let's tone it down a little. We should be able to go to 600 should be actually tone down the ambulances a bit as well. People will have to use their own cars. Well, we are in the red, but we have some money left. I mean, it shouldn't really be a problem as long as we start growing soon. And actually, yeah, because of the hospital, of course, our demand grew a bit. We have quite a bit of rich sim demand as well. Although it probably won't be, they won't be growing much soon because we don't have any parks or any education, which I think is the main reason we don't have any rich sims right now. Could probably build like a small kind of park somewhere. Wonder where though. Maybe here instead of this European looking house. Let's see what we have. I don't really have a lot of park lots. I mean there are. I mean I could use the Maxis ones of course. Or like, no, that's a roundabout. That would look kind of silly. A middle-sized playground. Sure. Usually I don't really like the Maxis things, but as you can see, the terrain mod that I have, the one by Gorbak, actually also changes the Maxis base textures, which kind of makes him fit in a little bit better. Although I don't really think this is the best texture he could have chosen, but it works for now. So when you have a park now, that should also make these people a lot happier. Yeah, you can see already the middle class sims are moving in. That's great. Okay, but I think that'll be it for this episode, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy it. And